The moon climbs gently over the quiet desert as I open my heart to you, its silver light spreading like a promise across the warm sand. My arms feel made of velvet tonight, wide enough to cradle every wish you have ever whispered, strong enough to hold steady all the dreams you still guard in secret. Let the hush of twilight settle around us like a silken cloak, and I will keep you close, safe from the restless winds, safe from the doubts that sometimes wander through your mind. When you rest your head against my chest, you will hear more than a heartbeat. You will hear the steady rhythm of devotion that never slips, never falters, never grows tired. Soft lanterns glow along the palace terrace, scattering golden petals of light across the marble. Their glow cannot rival the spark in your eyes when you look at me, but they remind me how every small flame can add warmth to the night. In the hush between our words, I trace the curve of your smile and promise that, in my embrace, you will always find a harbor from any storm. The night may carry rumors of fear or sorrow beyond these walls, yet within my arms there is only room for joy, joy too vast to measure, too bright to diminish. Even the quiet hum of distant city streets grows shy when love speaks this boldly. I pull you closer, letting the breeze thread your hair through my fingers like strands of silk. Your laughter, soft and delighted, twirls upward, joining the stars in a silent waltz. And I tell you that happiness is not a fleeting guest here. It is the very foundation upon which our future is built. If you should ever stumble, my arms will catch you. If you should ever doubt, my voice will steady you. If you should ever cry, my kiss will turn tears into pearls of renewed faith. Remember the dawn we watched together, when the first light painted the sky in tender blush? That morning etched itself upon my memory like a sacred script, reminding me that each sunrise we share will bloom brighter than the last. Whenever daylight arrives, I will be the soft hush beside you, always ready to lift the delicate curtain of sleep from your eyes with a whisper of hope. And if shadows stretch across your path, I will stand between you and the darkness, my arms creating a shelter no night can penetrate. Let us walk the garden paths where roses lean forward to listen to our secrets. Their petals tremble as though they understand how love can turn a simple breath into poetry. I will gather the sweetest blossom and tuck it behind your ear, telling you that the flower is lucky, lucky to be so near you, lucky to borrow even a moment of the glow that lives upon your skin. You will laugh at my earnest praise, yet my words are only mirrors reflecting the brilliance I see every day. There are racing horses in my blood, galloping across wide horizons, but their wild hearts find calm when your name drifts into the air. I could chase every horizon, cross every sea, and scale every mountain. Yet none of those distances hold a thrill greater than the quiet miracle of holding you just a breath away from my own heartbeat. Your happiness reins me in, your peace slows my stride, and your love turns every distant journey into a circle that always returns to your waiting arms. Sometimes the desert wind sings a song of ancient tales, stories of sultans, travelers, and lovers lost to legend. Let those legends rest beneath the sands, for we are writing a living tale far richer than any scroll can capture. Our story is woven in present moments, each one a gem sparkling with laughter, trust, and grace. And when the world grows loud, I will wrap you up in silence made of gentle promises, promises that you will never stand alone, promises that your joy will be the compass guiding my every step. Beneath the velvet expanse of night, we gather memories as others gather jewels. A shared smile as we sip sweet tea, a whispered secret on the balcony, a soft sigh surrendered to the evening air. Each moment slips into the pocket of my heart until it brims over with treasures too bright to hide. Should you ever feel the weight of the day pressing upon your shoulders, reach for me, and I will pour these treasures into your palms until you remember that bliss is our birthright and love is our eternal crown. Inside these walls, time is a gentle river flowing only toward laughter. I watch your eyes light up when you catch sight of new dreams rising on that river's shimmering surface, and I swear to steer the current so it carries your hopes safely to shore. Even when tides turn rough, my arms will be the steady oars cutting through uncertainty. Together we will navigate every twist with the confidence of two hearts that know they will never drift apart. The future sometimes appears like a vast desert stretching beyond the horizon, unmarked and full of mystery. Yet while others may fear getting lost in shifting dunes, I see a dance floor of endless promise. With your hand in mine, we will draw our own map by tracing constellations onto the sand, marking each step with laughter and each rest with a kiss. In this wide expanse, my embrace will be your compass, always pointing you toward joy. When twilight fades, the nightingale begins her lullaby, threading softness through the cool air. Her song reminds me to hold you a little tighter, to rock your worries away with nothing more than the rhythm of my steady breathing and the certainty of tomorrow's dawn. While that song drifts, I promise again that you will always be happy in my arms, for I have cast an anchor made of devotion deep into the ground of our love, and no storm can uproot it. At last, when dawn returns and paints the world gold, you will find me still beside you, eyes bright, soul at peace. The first warmth of morning will slip between us, but even the sun must yield to the greater warmth we share. As the day stretches open like a blossom welcoming light, I will draw you closer and whisper the simplest truth: everything beautiful finds a home here, wrapped softly in my arms, because this is where happiness was born and where it will forever abide. Sometimes I would catch you staring at the moon, and I wondered if you were making the same wishes I did, wishing for a life unshackled by diplomacy, a love untouched by rumor. I never dared to ask then, but now I will say it with all the certainty of a warrior who has won the rarest battle. I wished for you, not just to stand beside me in the palace, but to breathe beside me when the walls came down and all that remained was us. When the ministers doubted, when the council whispered, when even my own blood questioned my path, I stood unshaken, not because I am stubborn, but because loving you gave me clarity. They saw a risk, I saw destiny. They warned me of scandal, I saw sanctuary. You were never the threat, my queen. You were the truth, the one thing I could never deny, not even to protect the crown. And now, every time I walk through this city, I carry her with me, in the scent of jasmine drifting from a passing car, in the rhythm of the city that now beats with her name. I found her in Dubai, but more than that, I found myself, in her eyes. I found forgiveness for all the ways I had closed off my heart. In her smile, I found the courage to love without fear. In her love, I found the man I had always hoped to be. She is not just part of my story, she is the reason it matters. And as this city rises and glows, as it grows louder with ambition and pride, I remain anchored in the quiet truth that changed everything. I found her in Dubai, and in that moment, beneath towers and stars, between silence and sky, love became more than a dream. It became my reality. It became her. That moment pierced me, not because of what she said, but because of what she meant. Her love didn't seek glitter, it sought depth. It sought me, the real me, buried beneath all the layers I had built to survive a world of expectations. There is something poetic about choosing her. In a world that idolizes youth and temporary pleasure, I choose soul over the sir. I choose presence over performance. I choose a love that burns steadily rather than one that flashes and fades. And maybe, just maybe, that's what royalty truly is, not in lineage or lineage, but in the nobility of how we choose to love. Every time I hold you, it feels like the world is right again, like storms have calmed, clocks have paused, and heaven itself has leaned in to listen. Your embrace is sacred. In it, I find not just safety, but strength, not just comfort, but a calling. You make me want to be better, love harder, dream wider. You are my compass and my destination, my muse and my miracle, the fire that keeps me warm, and the light that guides me home. So let time march on, let the stars shift, the seasons turn, the world spin. My love for you will remain, unmoved and eternal. You are the anthem of my forever, the reason my heart beats with poetry. My queen, not just of my heart, but of my life, my soul, my everything. I was not truly alive until I loved you, and now that I do, I will love you through all of life, and far beyond it.